What's good, YouTube? It's your boy A to get back another reaction. And today, Degenerocity dropped the video, and we're about to get into that. But before we do that, if y'all not sub with that sub button, the goal is 400 by the end of the month, and also that like button. But I dropped the JoJo Bizarre Adventure reaction yesterday, and if y'all enjoy anime, y'all should check it out. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty cool anime so far. I'm only in episode 2 for time watching it. But with all that being said, let's see what Degenerocity talking about, because I love his page, bro. I love his videos, and it's like 25 minutes long, so y'all might get you a drink or some water, whatever you need. But let's get to it. Alright, y'all, this is Degenerocity. Childhood video games, man. I got some childhood videos that are dear to my heart. What I got? I got 007, right? Mind you, I'm younger. That's before my time, where we still had that system, and I was playing that joint all the time. Mario Kart, Mario Party, Super Smash Bros, GTA, Uncharted games, Assassin's Creed 3 specifically. That was my game. I love that game. Sleeping Dogs. All those games was my games. Now I don't know if you mean kiddie games.
I love distractions. They help me forget the pain of reality.
That's a fact.
So video games to me is like a blessing from the heavens itself. They take us to a
Dragon Ball Z
new
just dropped.
world
I just
with
got
new
it.
opportunities
I'm
where
gonna
you
go crazy.
can be whoever. With some of them being where you can straight up do whatever you want. It's peak fantasy. It's also a cool pastime. And as a kid, I was a bona fide gamer. I say as a kid because nowadays, other than the usual squad games you play with the homies, I don't really be gaming too much. The only game I really be putting my hours in is Overwatch. And I'm not proud of that. I'm embarrassed. Anyways, that's why I wanted to talk about games that I actually like. Games from my childhood. I'ma just be talking about the games I used to love and play.
Guitar Hero.
And there might be 1 or 2 games that you used to play that I might mention. And if I do mention one, we might be long lost twins. Because some of these games are my favorite of all time.
Nah, y'all don't know about Lego Star Wars, bro. Y'all don't know about Lego Star Wars, bro. Lego Star Wars, I had that joint for the PSP. It was my brother's game, you know what I'm saying? But that don't really matter. I played it regardless. Lego Star Wars, that's probably the best Lego game out there. Y'all can argue with yourselves. Either that or Batman. I don't know which one, but Lego Star Wars was fire.
Developed me into the man I am today. So take a seat as I discuss my childhood video games. Okay, you sat?
Yeah.
All right, you gotta stay seated because this video is sponsored. No.
Oh no! No! Shout out Arbor DX. Let's get to it.
I've been Team Xbox all my life.
All right, video's over. Thank you guys for watching the video. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Degenerocity, I mess with you. Team Xbox, you lost me, bro. If it's not PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PSP, PSE, I don't know, but PlayStation that's what we rock with, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I can't do Xbox. I'm sorry. Even though I didn't have an Xbox 360, but PlayStation was what it was.
Been with them since they sold my mom a new Xbox that didn't even work.
I'm still watching though.
Then I would play most of my games offline because it took us a minute to even get Xbox Live. By the time we got it, the Xbox One was already coming out. Because of that, I ain't really played games like Halo or Call of Duty. I know they got story modes, but to me, those weren't the main selling points. I wanted to shoot people and talk shit on voice chat. So I played games where the fun wasn't in having a Wi-Fi connection, but connecting with the story and characters. And what better way to do that than with a property you already know front to back? That's why the Naruto games were my shit. I'm pretty sure I copped every single 360 Naruto game besides Storm 2. These games were so lit. I must have played the story mode of Rise of Ninja about 11 times by now. 11. Mainly because it was so short. It only covered up to the Gaara attacking the village. And the game is only told in Naruto's perspective, so they skip a bunch of fights and storylines. Sasuke getting the curse mark skipped, Rock Lee versus Gaara glossed over, Ino versus Sakura, nobody give a fuck about that, but they skipped that too. Jutsus were also annoying AF to do. You had to hold both triggers and do some quick gymnastics with the sticks, holding it down. Thing almost gave me carpal tunnel. Half the missions are following rings, delivering scrolls, and going against these bum filler bandits.
I was like, who is this?
Back then, I would eat this up like a chicken Caesar salad without the salad. I love the kind of open worldness of the game, running around the Leaf Village and construction sites. The ults were cool and stylish, and the ramen delivery missions, now those would make me come back to the game for seconds. These parts of the game went hard, and it ain't that hard to impress kid me. All this game needed was the Nine Tails transformation and sexy jutsu for my attention. And it has both. I was raving. In terms of nostalgia, the game went hard, but I definitely say the Storm series was a huge improvement.
Storm was what it was at.
That not as a diss. It's hard to beat
Storm 4.
The Ninja Storm series is literally the best thing anime games can offer. Although I've heard a lot of hype for the Dragon Ball ones, and Roblox got some cool games too, but I doubt any of them are better than.
I ain't gonna lie, Ninja Storm versus Dragon Ball Z. That's a tough one, bro. Dragon Ball Z got some fire games, but Ninja Storm was fire, bro. That's a tough one. I ain't gonna lie. if I had to pick, I might have to go with Dragon Ball Z games, bro. Hey, you can't beat it. Back in the day when I was a kid and I would fuse Krillin with Yamcha, I'm sorry, none of this Storm was fire, but you can't beat that. I had to go with Dragon Ball Z.
Ultimate Ninja Generations or Storm 3. I doubt. I also used to play a few Xbox Kinect games. Now, when I got the Kinect, I genuinely thought this was future technology. Like, you can control a game with no controller and just using your hands and feet at the camera? This is some Back to the Future type. I thought we gonna have this technology by the Xbox 720, but here it was.
This 720.
Here. So then we got a few games. Kinect Joyride and Kinect Adventures. Joyride was so fun, connecting both my hands to the game steering. It felt like I was actually driving a real life car. Granted, I only had the demo, so I did one race and it kicked me out. But I played the race on repeat. Kinect Adventures, now this was my favorite Kinect game. It was a bunch of outdoor activities I think you'd see a Boy Scout do, like water rafting, wipeout, target practice, stuff you would expect. Play this all the time.
I do that in Boy Scouts?
My favorite one of these mini games was the aquarium one, where you had to block the cracks of glass so you don't drown. And me in real life, controlling this game, you'd think I'm a mime. Rafting was fun too, till I got to the parts where I have to jump, because the Kinect would never pick up on me jumping. Every time I tried jumping, it just wouldn't register in the game. Now I wasn't jumping too high, cause there's 5 other niggas that live with me, aka my family. And my room was upstairs. I couldn't be jumping around too much or too loud. My mom might have come in and beat my ass for it. So I was doing a bunch of little jumps, you know? But even when no one was home and I was jumping as high as little old me could, the Kinect still wouldn't pick it up. This was a problem for all my Kinect games, which is why I fell off of it quickly. I had Sonic Free Riders Kinect version, and I never finished a single race on that game because it straight up wouldn't connect my body to the Xbox. It wouldn't work, bro. I would try this multiple times and it never worked. And the game was Kinect exclusive. You can't play this with a controller. You have to use the Kinect, and since that ain't work, the game was useless. It was with this, I realized I ain't want any more Kinect games. My mom would say no to me asking for games all the time. I'm not gonna waste a few times she say yes on getting Kung Fu Panda 2 on Kinect. I needed a real game. Luckily, one day, the heavens blessed me with not one, but a 4-in-1 disc game.
What game this is?
The Sega Dreamcast Collection. Crazy Taxi, Space Channel 5 Part 2, Sonic Adventure, and Bass Pro Shop. Crazy Taxi was crazy. Picking up people that expect me to drive them across the entire city in 30 seconds. And if I'm 2 seconds late, they get out the car while I'm speeding doing 100 on the sidewalk. Like, they need to get to this stop so bad they willing to break all their bones in their body. We was just going to the gas station. Why you in a rush? But that's what made it fun.
In the water.
Crazy in the car, hitting pedestrians with no consequences. Sounds like a drunk
bro. That remind me of this Simpson game I had. I forget what it was called. It was like Simpson like run something, home run something. I don't know. It was something like that.
Driver's dream.
But I never played Crazy
And
Taxi
little me was inspired by this. This was essentially my GTA before I knew what it was. Great game. If you don't play BD Joe in the game, I don't trust you. Sonic Adventure. I ain't gonna lie, I barely played it.
That's the one with the purple dude, right?
Ugly. And I tried to get into it. I was a big fan of Sonic, which I'll get into later, but I couldn't gel with this game, bro. I hated the way the characters talked. The dialogue would sound so awkward. Their mouths were animated like they had dentures. And the music is great, but the music would be blasting over them talking, so you barely hear anything they're saying.
I only had the demo.
Thank God for the subtitles. I'm sorry to all my fellow Sonic riders. I'm probably speaking straight blasphemy right now. I'm just saying what I thought as a kid. I'ma definitely play this game again in the future. Hopefully the next time I play it, it'll knock some sense into me of how truly great this game probably might be. Space Channel 5 Part 2 might be the best dance game I've ever played. It's a rhythm game set in space about the villain Purge, who wants the universe to dance for him against their will. And it's up to local news reporter Ulala to save the universe with her dancing.
What kind of story is this?
Space stuff. And this game is so fun. The game having fun, wild levels going against alien plant monsters, battle of the bands, and did I mention Space Michael Jackson?
What the heck?
Supporting character, and there's a mission where you have to save him from Purge, and it's actually voiced by Michael Jackson himself. This might be the best game of all time. The game is so colorful and stylish too. In the future, everybody got that shit on, bro. Nobody walks out their house with no sauce in this. This is a little bit of a spoiler, but the final battle of this game is probably the most fun I had with a final boss in a video game ever. You finally face Purge. He's freakier than ever.
Okay.
And it's like this one long song and dance battle. Purge and the setting keep changing, becoming more challenging. Then the final transformation battle happens, and it's so fun, bro. Words can't describe how fun this ending is. This is so good.
Yeah, I never played that one
before. The only complaint I have is that I wish it was longer, because you can legit beat this game in under 2 hours. But during that time, this game will have you dancing more than Nickelodeon Dance 2K edition. Space Channel 5
played that one
Part
either.
2. It's up there with my favorites. And the Bass Fishing Bass Pro Shop game.
Okay.
Yes.
That like trash. That don't like trash. I ain't gonna lie. That my GameCube. Oh my god, I love the
Before
GameCube.
there was anything.
Mario Sunshine.
Before my pad, I've been with Nintendo.
Mario Sunshine.
I had almost every one of their consoles since my birth. From the Game Boy Advance SP to the Switch. Man, grown-up privilege is awesome. You should try it. I was drifting to first place, winning every Mario Kart DS Grand Prix. They used to call me Mustang because of my skills and lack of deodorant. Bakugan Battle Brawlers, though, had me feeling the opposite.
Had that.
I would lose almost every game on there. It got to a point where I was just going on to play just to change my character's avatar, because they had some really good fits in that game, not gonna lie. New Super Mario Bros., one of my favorite DS games. The story and format is a lot like most main.
Yo, let me know right now, when y'all had the DS back in the day, did y'all bring y'all games to school and y'all would trade games with people for the games, bro? Because I ain't never had this, you know what I'm saying? But I would have like Mario Kart and something like, yo, I'll trade you this for like a week or something. I used to do that all the time, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'd beat the whole game in 1 week. I used to do it all the time.
Mainline Mario games. Bowser's in the drought and Peach is the rainforest. So he kidnapped her and Mario gotta save her ass free of charge for like the 12th time. Levels were super fun, the boss fights were crazy, PD always had me tweaking with every replay. It's a really good play. But I'ma be real, my memories aren't with the story mode too much. The real fun was playing the mini games and multiplayer. The mini games had me on a chokehold, bro. And when playing a multiplayer against my bros, I'd play harder than Prime Tyson. Danger Bob Danger, where I was avoiding a billion fast fireballs so I wouldn't blow.
Ultra Instinct.
Had me scratching my screen with my fingernails, making my bottom screen look like a cat fight happened on top of it. Puzzle panel had me sweating because I had no idea how to play this back then. I didn't get what panel I was gonna press. Like, how was I supposed to know which one to press? This is too much thinking for a 5-year-old. Wanted, my favorite mini game. This shit would have me locked in looking for Wario, Luigi, whoever big nose ass I was supposed to be looking for. I do my absolute best to find them as quickly as I can. Trying to get that time turned into nanoseconds. I ain't recorded then, but I bet on your grandma's soul I got the world record on this. Soon as I took a glance at who's wanted and I find them, I would beat my stylus on that bottom screen harder than I am. I did not treat my DS with care. And I can't not bring up Luigi's Casino games. This game put me on some of my favorite hobbies.
Made us gamble back in the day.
But when I played his games, I was so bad at them. I ain't know how to play poker. I was fine. Luigi didn't care though. He ain't mind hustling the kid. Only game I was good at was matching cards. And ever since my losing streak against Luigi, I vowed to never lose in the casino ever again. No matter the game.
That's cap.
I do not think my promise is going well. The 1v1 multiplayer was the best thing about the game. The first person to get all 5 stars or takes the other person's lives wins. This is the game where bonds would be broken, cause we would absolutely abuse each other in this, jumping on our heads above pits, using the giant mushroom to stomp them out and destroy the stages. And when I get the blue shell, wrap it up, cause whoever got that won the game. I'd just be cruising in that shell back and forth, killing my bro constantly till he lost everything and I won. It ain't fun at all being on the other side of that, but being that,
man, it's a memory, bro.
Exquisite. This game was so fire, bro. New Super Mario Bros. Is super replayable, fun, and has one of the best multiplayer modes for the DS. Top tier childhood games right here. Moving on from that.
Oh, I scared. Don't play that clip. That scary clip.
All your favorite characters put together
Super Smash.
in one room for your entertainment.
My boy Fox.
I'm not talking about That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana.
My boy Fox,
I mean Smash Bros. Smashing wasn't just a game, it was a lifestyle. I used to grind this game, trying to be the best out of everyone around me. Even rock the Smash Bros cut at one point. My mains are Lucas, Palutena, and Isabella. And I'd spam the out of their moves. freezing MFs,
I
exploding
hated
MFs,
Lucas, bro.
and catching them like a fish. I was not a fun person to play with. Was I good?
I hate the people with the bats too.
Let's not go too deep into that. We're talking about the good times here. I've been a part of this franchise since Brawl.
Yeah, that's when I had.
Actually, I was playing Super Smash Flash.
Nah, y'all wasn't in class playing Super Smash Flash, bro. Y'all wasn't in computer class when the teacher trying to teach something to y'all. Y'all playing Super Smash Flash, and don't let me get Fox, cause it's gonna be a long day for you, boy. You gonna have a long day at school. I'm trying to tell y'all wasn't out there in them streets, man.
Flash before that, mainly Naruto and Blade, because I never owned a Wii. I waited for the Wii U to come out for me to actually play Brawl. And if Smash Flash was the game to pique my interest, then Brawl made me a lifetime fan of this franchise. Because the story mode is a masterpiece. Everyone teaming up against Nintendo's most evil villains, Ganondorf, Bowser, Wario, Rob, to stop them from blowing niggas up to smithereens. Like, the intro scene is the ancient minister blowing up a whole stadium full of people. The villains had no chill. They did not hold back. This is the scariest Wario had ever been. For the first time ever, he seemed like a real threat. When he's not in his pants, he knows how to put the fear in people, which made the mode even more exciting. The stakes were high. The story had me on an emotional roller coaster too. Crying on my hands and knees when Ness sacrificed himself to save Lucas, then going absolutely nuts when Rayquaza showed up. Cause for a sec, I thought he was gonna be a playable character. But nah, they strip teased me. Stack storytelling would completely distract me from the fact that it was pretty easy to beat. It takes about 2.5 SpongeBob movies to complete. But the world for me is in a standstill when playing this. I wish every Smash game had a story as good as this one, or even had a story in general. World of Light was not it for me, cause it ain't about outside the boss fights and a few cutscenes. You mostly just fighting NPC spirits, collecting trophies for so long. It's
that was my brother's name. What's his name?
And the Wii U version didn't have a story either. Nintendo really only balled out for Brawl for story mode. The series is like the RoboCop franchise. Only one of them has a good story, and the rest are
just cool.
Brawl is the most nostalgic Smash game for me. It's not the best one, but it definitely has the best story. And also, I can't help but feel nostalgic for the announcement trailers for Ultimate. When Nintendo would drop teasers for who and what will be added to the game back then, would be the most hype I've ever been for any video game. Those were not trailers. I'm not tapped in no more. I don't know, events. Bro. I wouldn't even know or play the games half the characters that were announced were in. Like, the hell is a Min Min? And damn, she got bitties. But seeing everyone online go crazy would be enough for me. Binging reaction videos of people going nuts to their favorite characters from titles they love. And Fire Emblem. Their reactions to these reviews would be so infectious that I can't help but go crazy watching it with them.
Who are those people?
Beautiful
like the people like the Sam.
When the next Smash comes out, hopefully we can be as enthusiastic. I trust that we will. Once Nintendo announces Goku will be in Smash, that shit would break the internet. Smash Bros for me is not only a great free-for-all fighter, but a way of bonding. I ain't got the best social skills, but soon as you pull out the Switch, that is not a strap, and you're trying to smash, you'll have me wagging my tail like a labradoodle. We smashing, bro, and I ain't gonna hold back on you. What are we talking about? Smash Bros is one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. But when talking nostalgia, nothing comes close in this race other than a spiky, blue-haired alien creature, and I'm talking about no other than Rick from Rick and Morty. Sonic is my favorite childhood video game franchise of all time. I know that might sound weird to some of y'all, because Sonic fans don't have the best rep going for us. In fact, the franchise itself don't got a good rep, with games being a Russian roulette to being great or garbage.
The movie wasn't bad.
There's a lot to be turned off by, but if you ignore the bad things, there's only good things. Plus, the first Sonic game I remember liking and playing was Sonic the Hedgehog. Nah, not that one, the good one. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This was one of the first 360 games I've ever played. Most of us know how infamous this game is. It's known as one of the worst Sonic games.
Damn,
the controls were bad.
I didn't know.
The camera was all over the place. Long ass loading screens that pop up all the time. Glitches everywhere. And just a terrible gaming experience. A terrible gaming experience if you're above the age of 7. And since I wasn't, when I played it,
it was fire.
I would play this all the time. I thought everything about this was so cool. The story being Dr. Eggman kidnaps Princess Elise to get her Chaos Emerald and to find out the secrets of the Flames of Disaster, also known as Iblis, so he can do his plan of world domination. And Sonic gotta stop him. But also, Silver comes from 200 years in the future, where the world is over. It looked like hell, and it's completely taken over by Iblis. And Silver is told by a guy named Mephiles that the only way to stop this from happening is to kill Sonic. But that isn't true, because Mephiles is actually the other half of Iblis, and he's the bad guy. You can also play Shadow too. Mephiles, I thought was such a cool villain. His character design went hard. His voice was deep and menacing. In my eyes then, that's all you needed to be evil. I thought the story and characters were engaging and interesting. Though even as a kid, seeing Elise kissing Sonic was a little weird, especially when seeing Amy. Like, his girls are right there. Yeah, kinda, some of the levels were fun too. City Escape, my favorite. You sometimes get to ride an eagle and drive a car.
What the heck?
Are y'all sold on this game yet? But I can't talk about this game without mentioning the glitches, cause they're legit everywhere. Walking upside down on loops, getting sent to space, whatever this is. These glitches would happen so frequently that I could get how people would hate this game and find it unplayable, cause it was. However, maybe it was all the red 40 and pencils I ate then, but I didn't really mind them. In fact, I'd have fun with the glitches on some of my replays. Look, I know for a fact I'm looking at this game through rose-tinted glasses. I know if I were to play this today with the patience I have, if one glitch killed me, I'ma rage quit and switch to a game that I actually enjoy. However, kid me loved it. I would replay it, and it's not like I ain't have other games. I played this because it was fun. I played this during a time of my life that only that version of me would enjoy this game.
That's how I can still see myself playing it in the near future.
Project 06 version though, I'm not dealing with those loading screens. I loved Sonic 06. It turned me into a fan. So imagine how I felt when I played my first good Sonic.
Sonic Unleashed is my
favorite Sonic game. Sonic turns into a werewolf. That's the story. Take my money. The game also starts off with the best looking Sonic cutscene I've ever seen. This shit rivals Pixar. The levels were so zesty. In the daytime, you'd play as regular Sonic, blasting through stages.
I never played it, but I seen you play
in a way I hadn't seen Sonic do. The nighttime, you'd switch to Werewolf Sonic. Although you were a lot slower, swinging and doing combos on those robots and dog things always felt satisfying.
That's kind of
the boss fights are whoopee. They were a good mix of challenging while also being exciting. Besides this one, I hated it. When playing this, it was the best Sonic gaming experience I've had at that point. The cutscenes were great. The controls actually worked, and there are quick time events. Sensational. But easily my favorite part of Sonic Unleashed is this little nigga right here, Chip. Chip is a fairy bat hybrid, I think, who, when losing his memories after Sonic fell on top of him from falling from outer space, becomes his quirky comedic sidekick. For a lot of the game, he don't do much other than cracking jokes, handing out chocolate to people, and just being a vibe. That's all I needed out of him. We weren't just on a mission to get his memories back and defeat an Eggman. On this adventure, we have become friends, companions, and I never wanted it to end. Spoilers for Sonic Unleashed in 3, 2, 1. It ends, bro! After going to the temple to regain the Chaos Emerald's powers, Chip gets his memories back. And apparently, this dude is God. His real name is Light Gaia. His job is to protect the world from Dark Gaia. And for millions of years, Dark Gaia would get stronger to destroy the Earth, and Chip would rebuild it back over again. And since Eggman awakened Dark Gaia, he's gotta stop it from destroying the planet.
Bro, what?
So yeah, he's God. And when we're at the end game boss fight, they are facing Dark Gaia in an epic battle, with them winning at the end, because obviously God and Supersonic on the same team is like Shaq and Kobe. You might as well bench yourself when seeing them coming. But what I didn't see coming is Chip saving Sonic's life and staying behind at the Earth's core. And we watch him sink into the lava, seeing him for the last time.
Damn.
My nigga Chip is dead.
Boy, Chippy Chip, man.
He died for our sin. This game had me feeling emotions I thought I would never feel for a video game. That by the end of the game, after crying my heart out, It made me want to go on this adventure again, so it would never end. Sonic Unleashed is my favorite Sonic game, making me a lifetime fan of the franchise. Not only of the games, but of Sonic itself. I used to be watching those Sonic bloopers and creepypasta videos from back then. Sonic for Hire went 2 times platinum on my iPad. I'd often play fan-made Sonic games on the computer. Final Fantasy, Sonic, that's just a work of art, bro. If I had a time machine, I'd show this to Leonardo da Vinci, because I know he'd quit. I know he knows he can't make something half as good as this. And every Saturday morning, you know I had Sonic X playing on my TV. That Amy Ghost episode had me doo-doo.
I would see it every now and then. But
I'm kind of yapping at this point. Sonic is the best. Sonic for president. Let's wrap it up. And those were my childhood video games. Of course, they weren't all of them. I didn't bring up no Flash or mobile games, and I didn't even bring up Pokemon, jeez. But this video has already taken too long to make. I'm basically editing on a Chromebook. Bear with me here. And if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I send you my massage through the screen. Then in the comments, tell me about your favorite childhood video games and what you liked about it. Thank you, OppaGX, for sponsoring this video and giving me money. And that's all I really wanted to say. So in conclusion, Veridi still for Smash. I ain't forget.
Hey man, shout out to Degenerocity. Go sub to his page immediately. Now that I think about the childhood games, I probably have to give it to Minecraft as my favorite game. I ain't gonna lie. That he just showed me that video. That reminded me. Minecraft is probably my favorite childhood game. But my favorite game of all time is Uncharted 2. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know, Uncharted 2, that's my game, bro. I love that game with a passion. And how was I to play that? I probably was like middle school or something like that. So I guess I can still be childhood games. So I guess Uncharted 2 is probably my favorite game. But when I'm thinking about like me as a kid, I love Minecraft. What else I love? I love Smash Bros. Like he said. I don't know what Smash Bros. I played. It was for GameCube, all I know. It wasn't the one he showed because it had a different intro than that. I love Mario Kart, Mario Party. Like I said, the 007 was fire. What other games did I like? It was a kick-ass game. If y'all know the movie Kick-Ass, I like the movie a lot. I played the game. My brother will always play that joint. That was fire. There's a lot of fire games from my childhood I can think of. Some I'm not naming right now. So yeah, comment down below some of y'all favorite childhood games as well. Let me see what kind of games y'all was playing. But me personally, I never really was on Sonic like that. You know, so I like Sonic. I like the Sonic game. We could race the surfboards. That was fire. But as far as like actual Sonic games, I never really bought them like that. But Sonic Unleashed, that looked fire. But I missed out on that one. Who knows? Maybe I need to go back and hop on the Sonic wave. I ain't gonna lie, I was asleep. But with that all being said, if you're not sub with the sub button, the goal is 400 by the end of the month. Hit that like button and comment down what you played when you was a kid. But it's your boy ATK, and we out here.